Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, JP, you just listened to Joe Jackson like a little bit ago, a few days ago. Listen, I gotta tell you, I I love that song so much. I was listening to it on my way home from work today, and I gotta listen to some more. I gotta hear some more from Joe Jackson. So listen, let's back it on up here to the first track on the album, Body and Soul. Let's listen to The Verdict. You Can't Get What You Want was exactly what I wanted, and I want to hear some more, something in that same realm. So we're coming right back. I couldn't resist, to be honest. So let's listen to this track. I'm excited to listen to some more. This is some good stuff. So The Verdict, here we go. Oh, it says there's no internet connection. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Building up that mysteriousness. A quiet jazz step.
Did you do me right? Did I do right by you? When I bare my soul, it seemed you did not hear. Can this be true? Am I a fool to fight? I could do just what you say, but I'm following my heart, and that takes me another way. It's not easy when there's no one giving prizes at the end. Waiting in the wings, wishing that the band would start to play. As the show begins, wonder what the critics have to say. Waiting for the verdict.
It's a tight groove, and it's so cool.
Some people live so fast, they're so scared of getting old. Some people keep on working, all they do is line their graves with gold. We don't know what happens when we die, we only know we die too soon. But we have to try, or else our world becomes a waiting room. Would you testify for me? I think I do the same for you. Waiting in the dark, waiting for the phone to ring all day.
Okay, fantastic opener to the album, right? Before we dive into the meat of the sandwich, let's talk about the bottom bread, which is not soggy, fresh, and firm as ever. The little bit of this synth that just playfully comes in at the very end, what was that about? I like that. I don't know what's happening there, but I like that. That's a nice little a new element to bring in for the last few seconds, really, as this song just kind of fades off into the distance. But oh, what a great journey it was. Okay, so this is the introduction to the album. This is the opening track, and I like how precautious it steps into the realm, right? You're getting the jazz here, very polished, very smooth, so fun to listen to. And at the same time, the track is not diving headfirst into the pool of jazz and sophistopop. It's kind of precariously stepping into the pool, waiting a little bit, and then eventually, from what I can tell of the first song we listened to, it will get a little bit deeper into it. But here, it sounds like a little bit of a tiptoe. It sounds like a little bit of taking caution before we dive right in. And I really like that because the track builds this really nice suspense. It has these absolutely monumental horns. The drums just pound in unison with them, creating that big moment that keeps on coming around in the chorus. And then instead of being something like so predictable, it kind of lets that energy off. It takes the foot off the pedal, lets the gas off the pedal. You know what I mean? Like it takes the foot off the gas a little bit and it's like eases up. And then it spikes again, but then it eases up. So I really like the balance that this particular track has between creating these big moments, these nice grand horn moments, and then backing off a little bit, leaving, for example, Joe to sing alongside of some really nice piano that melodically just kind of walks in step with him. And I really like that little harmony that the piano and Joe have together and in unison. And like I said, the horns are the big standout there for me. And just that contrast, that the big, but then getting back to the small and minimal. Really nice opening track that, to me, kind of doesn't fall into predictability. It falls into something unpredictable. Did you do me right? Did I do right by you? When I bare my soul, it seems you do not hear. Can this be true? Am I a fool to fight? I could do just what you say, but I'm following my heart, and that takes me another way. It's not easy when there's no one giving prizes at the end. So, does he fight to stay in this relationship? Does he fight for this person, or does he give up the fight? He says, I could just do what you say, which assumedly the other person's saying just walk away, but he's saying that he has to follow his heart in this particular case. Waiting in the wings, wishing that the band would start to play. As the show begins, wonder what the critics have to say, waiting for the verdict. Some people live so fast, they're so scared of getting old, some people keep on working, all they do is line their graves with gold. I like that line, by the way. We don't know what happens when we die, but we only know we die too soon. But we have to try, or else our world becomes a waiting room. Would you testify for me? I think I'd do the same. That's such a good line. Little nuggets of truth in here. We only know we die too soon, but we have to try, or else our world becomes a waiting room, just waiting to die. Oh, that's a really, really good line. So I think that perhaps this track starts off about a relationship, but soon expands into other things. For example, talking about the music. I don't know a lot about Joe Jackson, even though we've listened to a few tracks from him on the channel, but I'm assuming that this album is perhaps a departure in some way from his previous music, and so that's why he says, the show begins, I wonder what the critics have to say. And that is part of the verdict, and the verdict applies to other things as well, such as relationships, music, and life. Awesome track. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys want to hear more, because let me know down there in the comments. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye.